Hi, welcome to the market alert for Friday the 8th May 2015. And starting off in the 5-minute chart, so this is the market in real time for yesterday. You can see there we've got a bit of volatility on the open there as prices saw the start of the trading session. You can see prices are trading up to 17,850. And then coming back at this point, even though we've got some professional buying the market struggling there. And then the market becoming fairly quiet, as you can see there, range bound within the 50-point range there between the two psychological levels. The market then putting in a PTI just above the 17,850 level. After it calms down a bit, you can see a lot of volume initially, which is always to be expected, but no direction there, just the market up and down in that 50-point range there. So the PTI not filled on this occasion. You then see prices remaining at the 17,850, trading back down towards the 17,800 level, the red psychological line there. So stuck in this 50-point range, and no doubt this had something to do with the UK elections, the market waiting to have any sort of news of what was actually happening, see if Cameron was going to be re-elected. Any sort of a hint, of course, that wasn't going to be, and even recording this morning, it's still not definite at all at the moment. So the market just stuck in this sideways pattern. So here's a bit of a clue already that the market's struggling to have any direction. So should you get a trade then and the market hitting the scalp level, you may want to call it a day, because if there's no sort of major movement in the first half, there's very unlikely to be any in the second. So the market driving through that resistance area. Now we've got this resistance to the left, which the market has just taken out as well. You can see the prices there moving up and the volume dropping off. We've got a potential buy signal as the market goes through the PTI, and then you see this being filled, and of course this is right on the cusp of the quiet part of the afternoon as well. So this signal hasn't got a lot of momentum behind it, and this is seen as the market goes into this sideways trading range there, finding support at the 17,900 level, of course. And then we see the market driving up through the scalp and onto the minor psychological level there of 17,900 as well. So now the market's 17,950 actually, I should say. So the market sideways through the quiet part, and there you can see I was just having a look. We just come back. You can see, I can just get this to go back a bit there. You can see just find the daily chart. There you go. I was just having a look at the daily chart just to see what the bigger picture was like, and you can see there that we are heading back to the upside. We're still stuck in this sideways range. A new low for yesterday, but this was at the 76% retracement of 17,700. And then I switch back. We're still in the quiet part of the session. We've already made the money on the table. It's about 35-40 points, between 35 and 40 points in this trade. It's the only trade we've had during the first half of the session, then into the quieter part of the session. But notice how the volumes dropped off here as well. Prices then start to drift back below the 17,950. This now becomes a bit of a magnet for the market. So eventually we see the market moving high. We get a triple X signal there. We've already had this move in the background of 30 odd points, and like I've said many occasions, if you already banked the profits on the trade, you may just want to consider calling it today, especially when the market has been so quiet and range bound. A lot of activity in the pre-market session in this one, which you'll see when we look at the daily chart. So we have a triple X buy there, which we see the market actually filling there. It's just in the high of this bar here. You see the triple X there become a filled one, and then prices struggling. We're still in the quiet part of the session, so you can see they're oscillating between the two, and then we get a potential a sell signal, which is cancelled as the market actually takes out the stop before the entry price. And this is the same picture we get all the way through this part of the session. We have a second buy signal there with a PTP and PTI, and again the market hitting this as well, but we're already a buyer of the market, so it's actually not it. Actually, if I just wind this back, you'll see it's not filled within the 3 bars there. So the market's currently a buyer's market as this XXX has been filled. No progress being made. The volume is very low. You can see there we then get a potential sell signal coming into the market. This is actually hit. This takes out the buy side with a loss of 7 points plus the spread. See the market then coming back. I've just rescaled the chart so you can see this a bit more clearly. Price is coming back down to the 17,950 level, and then bouncing back off this as well. We then get a PTI, but we're already short this market from the XXX. We see a XXX and PTI coming into the market. They're showing some strength coming in, so we're already still we're actually short this market because we were taken out on the sell signal there. The market this time coming back and now hitting the buy side. We'll just scoot past that bit. So now we're actually buying back the market as well, so we've had to take the loss on the short side, which you can see is there. We're entering at 962, having been short from 958. It's only 4 or 5 points loss on that one as well. And then the market is stuck in this sideways range, which you'll see there. And then we get another potential sell. And it's at this point you're thinking, why am I trading the markets when I already made the scalp plus more points on the earlier trade? We've then got the short side now being filled. So again, we've got the loss on the buy side that we were taken into at 17,962, and this is just indicative of a market that's stuck in the sideways range. You can see there the sell now dominating this market as prices then drive towards the downside there, giving you the opportunity to make up the losses, but the market very quiet. You can see some buying coming back into the market. We're seeing the scalp level already hit. Is the market going to retest this level? It does, but we've got no selling as the market goes through, and we're seeing some potential strength coming back into the market. You can see the volume building on this bar. We then get the buying coming into the market at this scalp level. So again, you know, it's a matter of just grabbing the money when you could on this trade because of again the lack of volatility in the market. And that takes us more or less to the end of the session. We were heading towards 9 o'clock. There was a buy signal after this, but I'd stopped recording at this point because we were only 20 minutes away from the end of the session. The market moved back towards the high, as I'll show you just in a moment in the final picture from yesterday's session. So here's the final picture in the 5-minute. We've got the unqualified signals on here as well, so you can see that they weren't actually filled. And then this sort of very sideways price action during the latter part of the session, and the market just trying to move back up thereafter when we saw the professional buying coming into the market. In the daily chart, you can see that we've got quite a wide-ranging bar, but a lot of this activity was done before the pre-market session, along with the German market in the morning part of the trading day. In the news for today, if I remember rightly, we've got the non-farm employment changes out at 1:30, and unemployment rate also coming out then, and then FOMC member Dudley is being wheeled out to speak at 2:45. So this could be interesting depending on what the non-farm pay figures actually show at the time. In the implied volatility, Wednesday was showing 1377. We'll just refresh this and we're down to 1347. So a bit of a drop off in the implied as the market moved back to the upside during yesterday. Right, that's it from me for today and also for this week. Wishing you a very restful and peaceful weekend. And let's hope today also has a bit of bit more volatility to extend the moves to at least the scalp levels before we see a turn in the market. We certainly get some volatility from 130 as the major impact news item there of the non-farm payroll figures will be released. Right, I will see you in Monday's edition. As ever, thank you for your support, very much appreciated, and also for watching. See you in the next one.